I'm a little upset, okay? Um, so this is gonna be a new challenge that I'm starting. 0 to 100K a month cash collected with the agency. Um, in my first episode that I filmed right when I got out of college, it's gone. It's wiped off my drive. I don't know where it went. I was looking forward to editing it here pretty soon, and it's gone. And it was a good starting point because I was back to zero, right? I lost my client that I had whenever I was in college. We scaled all the way up to 96K a month cash collected with her, and it's gone, right? The footage, everything is gone. I'm a little upset about it, but no worries. We're starting now. So just for documenting purposes, this is what I kind of want to do for a little challenge, just to, go through all the ins and outs, my thoughts on a daily basis, how I'm running this thing, how I'm going to continue to grow it, and kind of where I'm at right now, just so I can document my journey, share some value with you guys. And yeah, I mean, if you watch everything through and you follow the same process that I'm doing, you can do this for yourself too, no doubt about that. I'm not special. I'm human. Like, it's just hard work, stacking wins on top of another, and you just keep building, keep pushing that rock uphill, and that's pretty much it. So right now for the month, it's currently the 22nd of March. We started with this client late January, and I'm just gonna go through some of the stats right now, and then I'll show you guys. Might as well just show you guys right here. So we started on, I don't really want to show this, but we started on the 18th of January. That was the first sale that we made. We did 27K, or just about 28K cash collected, 47K total revenue. For February, we couldn't crack 50K, but we got pretty close. But this month we're going to be on track, hoping to do that, because we've got a big challenge coming up. We did 43K in February, and then this month we are currently at 35K cash collected and 47K in total revenue. So not too bad. This is just with one client, and it's going pretty well, right? So yeah, this is just essentially 0 to 100K a month. That's the challenge, right? So right now we've got one client, and I've been working on getting another client onboarded. We've got that meeting on Monday. It is currently Saturday right now, so contracts getting put through, deals already been done. We figured out the terms and everything, and now we're just waiting, right? Waiting, and then we build a team, and we start generating cash for them as well. So hopefully that'll put us over that 100K mark, and we can get this challenge done within like 3 or 4 months, right? I mean, maybe 4 or 5, because it's already March. So we've been doing this for a total of about 2 months, right? But the goal is 100K a month by end of April to middle of May. That's the goal. With this client, we've already done 107,000 cash collected, 161,000 total revenue. So we still have a lot of cash to collect on the closers ends. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at right now. Thoughts, things that I could have done differently. I think with this client right now, the only way I could have positioned myself a little bit better was to expand and not just kind of set myself in the DM route, because that's like my specialty. It's always been my specialty, as you guys know. I started as a DM setter 3 years ago, or just about 3 years ago, and then from there I went on to managing, and now I take on clients, and I'm building my own business, and I'm just running teams for them. So I think the only thing that I could have done better was expand out and do phone setting as well. But I mean, it's going pretty well. I can't complain. I'm grateful for from where I'm at right now, and we still have a lot of work to do. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. I know you guys are just seeing the numbers and stuff, but yeah, what can I talk about for getting the team up and running? So the 2 guys that I placed into this business, I've known for quite a while, just about over 2 years. went through the same thing as me, started off as setters, went through the same program as I did, so I know, like, okay, they know the information, they know how to implement it, they've gotten results before. And one of the guys has actually been working with me for just about 2 years now, and that is the same guy who we've, you know, placed in another business, and we did 96K a month. So know the process works. I'm confident in, you know, what I can do. I have conviction in what I can sell, and, you know, that's a big part of it as well, right? If you don't believe that you can get results for somebody, then what's the point of even trying to sell something? Because you're going to get on that sales call, or you're going to, you know, start talking to your clients, and they're going to be able to feel that you can't uphold on your promises, right? Things that we did well, I would say we were very fast to put this all into implementation. So within meeting with the guy, I mean, obviously the introduction took a little bit longer than expected. This is a pretty high profile client. Although we're not doing the biggest numbers right now, this dude's done 8 figures in sales within years, or within one single year in the past. And so now we're just like getting back up to that. As you guys may know, in the info space, there's a lot of like face fatigue. So that's a big thing to consider. But nonetheless, man, we're making good headway. We're on track to do really good numbers for this month and the next month. We've got a boot camp coming up, which is essentially, you know, a paid boot camp. So these guys pay to get into this webinar, and then at the end they'll be pitched, you know, implementation calls, which then, you know, we'll go on and try to get them into the program as well. Really great student results, right? We don't work with clients that actually can't uphold on their promises. So that's a big one as well. You don't want to work with somebody who, you know, has a crappy program or just doesn't get really good student results, because that's a huge selling point, right? If you don't get good results, then there's not going to be a snowball effect, and you're going to find yourself, you know, maybe making a lot of money in the first month, and then the month after that it goes down, and it continues to go down, and it only lasts for around like 3, 4, 5 months, right? So this is a more long-term play. But other updates, yeah, second client we're going to try to get onboarded, and I think that's going to push us over that 100K a month mark, which is going to be super exciting, because I've done it setting, right? My first month I cracked 152, second month did over 100K, third month did over 100K, and then, you know, it started to drop off after that, just because I was like, okay, I kind of want to get myself out of the actual setting role itself and go into a more managing role, just so I can, you know, leverage my time more, right? And, you know, I like working with people. I like networking and like building relationships, and also like managing and running a team. So that's why I went down that route. You can also go down that route as well if you're, you know, starting off as a setter. There's ways to ascend into higher levels and to make even more money, right? You can either do it by, you know, scaling out on more offers as a setter. You can do it by going and moving up to a setter manager, which is the route that I took, or you can become a closer, which, you know, offers higher percentage commissions off of the closed deals that you make. But yeah, nonetheless, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I don't really have too much value to share in this video right now. This is more about just like documenting my journey for myself, so I can look back on these videos, you know, years down the line from now, and just be like, wow, you know, I've come a long way. And I believe I already have came a long way. You know, if I was talking to myself 3 years ago right now, I think that person would be extremely proud of me, of where I'm at, you know, the growth that I've made since then, and, you know, what I've been able to accomplish for other people, and the impact. Really, it's just the impact that I've made in the world, right? Being able to provide value for others, being able to make an impact on other people's lives. And that's really the beauty of it, right? That's what brings me happiness, and that's why I continue to do what I do. It's not for the money. The money's great. It's a byproduct of the results that we get. But the main thing, right, is going to be the happiness and the fulfillment that comes from it. Because if you, let's say you make 10 million liquid and that gets sent to your bank account tomorrow, it's going to be cool for a day. No, it'll probably be cool for a few months. But after that, you're going to be like, dude, I don't have anything to work on. Like, this isn't even making me happy anymore. Like, you're able to buy the Lambo, you're able to buy a nice watch, a nice house, live in the coolest parts that, you can do. You can be able to support your family and whatnot. But at the end, what do you have to show for it, right? What have you been building? What have you been, doing to make yourself happy? I think that's the biggest thing, right? If you're not, and other people's happiness is going to be different from mine. But for me, the way that I see it, if I'm not like constantly working towards something and constantly building something, then I just feel like crap. Like that's just how it is, right? When I was in college and, I wasn't doing too much work, like I was doing some stuff here and there, but I really was more focused on my studies, but I wasn't really building anything. I was working towards getting a degree. I had a client and, we were doing some work, but like I was really not putting that much work into it. And so I didn't feel fulfillment from it. I wasn't growing either, right? I just had 1-2 clients and we were just doing that. And it was kind of like a static line. Whereas now that I'm able to go all into this, put all my energy and my focus into something, I go to bed knowing, I tried my hardest today. I put a lot of effort into it. I'm tired, but I'm happy with the results that I was able to get. I was happy with the amount of impact that I was able to, put towards the marketplace and, the value that I'm bringing to the world. I think that that's really what it boils down to. Because if you're not working on something, you're just like, for me, maybe for a lot of other people, they don't feel like this. But for those of you guys that are watching, that you have that fire within you, you just don't know how to like put it towards something, and you don't know like how to like get that thing up and running, and that's the thing that's going to make you happy, right? Is just building and like working on something and putting your energy towards building something for yourself, not working for somebody else's dream, right? That's never what I wanted to do. I knew that from a very young age. From my first job I had when I was 16, I was working in a cafe as a busboy, and within a few months of working there, I knew, I was like, this is not going to make me happy. It's just not. Like, I know that I have to do something for myself, and I have to build something for myself and work towards my own dreams rather than working towards somebody else's. Because if you're not working towards your own dreams, that's a matter of the fact. You're going to be working to build somebody else's dreams and making somebody else happy. And that's just kind of how I've always looked at it since then. But other than that, currently guys, 107 cash collected. We passed that 100K mark within 2 months. This is very simple, guys. It's a simple framework. Stick to it, put in the work. And yeah, this is just me documenting my journey. This is going to be episode 1 of the challenge, road to 100K a month. Hopefully we can crack this thing within the next 1, 2, hopefully not 3 months. Hopefully we achieve this within 2 months, but you never know what God's going to throw at you, right? So yeah, I have faith in this challenge, and I appreciate you guys for watching the whole video. I'm out.